Welcome back. Let's talk about CMMC Level 2. Let's go ahead and dig into Level 2. CMMC Level 2 is required for contracts that involve controlled unclassified information. Let's quickly review CUI. CUI is defined in 32 CFR Part 2002.4. It says the information must be created by the government or by an entity, such as a defense contractor, for or on behalf of the government while supporting a contract. CUI requires safeguarding, and DFAR 7012 defines the safeguarding requirements for DoD CUI. The CUI registry includes more than 120 CUI categories, such as controlled technical information, vulnerability information, and physical security information. All right, CMMC Level 2 includes all of NIST 800-171 Revision 2's requirements. At the time of this recording, the third revision of NIST 800-171 is scheduled to release in April or May of 2024, but CMMC specifically uses Revision 2 as its control set for CMMC Level 2. Eventually, CMMC will transition to NIST 800-171 Revision 3, but this would require further rulemaking activities, and that process is never quick. A system security plan is required to demonstrate how you have implemented the requirements. Level 2 requires a third-party assessment for most contracts. A small subset of contracts will allow for self-assessments. CMMC Level 2 does allow POAMs from your assessment for certain requirements, but the POAM must be closed out within 180 days. Otherwise, your certification or compliance will be revoked. We'll discuss the details on POAMs in another lecture. And before you get all excited about the self-assessment for CMMC Level 2, keep in mind that most companies support multiple contracts. If your company is only required to self-assess on one of those contracts, it's likely that another contract will require a third-party assessment. I believe that getting away from a third-party assessment at CMMC Level 2 is going to be nearly impossible. After certification or compliance is achieved, that certified or compliance status will last for 3 years, and then a reassessment will be required. During this period, the company's senior staff is required to submit an affirmation of continued compliance annually. Is this your CMMC level? Well, if you have DFAR 7012 in your contracts, or if you have information marked with the legacy FOUO designation, then this could very well be your CMMC level. In summary, CMMC Level 2 is required for contracts that involve CUI. Level 2 includes all 110 requirements from NIST 800-171 Revision 2. The majority of CMMC Level 2 contracts will require a third-party assessment, and a subset of CMMC Level 2 contracts will allow a self-assessment. Don't get too excited. CMMC Level 2 does allow POAMs for certain requirements, but they must be closed out within 180 days. Certifications or compliance will last 3 years, and then a reassessment will be required. The company's senior staff is required to submit an annual affirmation of continued compliance, and if you have DFAR 7012 in your contracts, have CUI on your systems, or if you have information marked with the legacy FOUO designation, then your contracts may require CMMC Level 2. All right, we'll see you in the next lecture.